Hello! I'm so glad you're here with me. We're going to talk about a study that looked at something very, very important. Our feelings. Researchers really listened to people with aphasia to understand what they're going through.
And just so you know, this is for you. We're going to go nice and slow, and we'll be using simple words. The whole idea is to make this really easy to follow along with. We can do this together.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The whole reason for this research, it was to truly understand what it's like for people with aphasia, from their own stories. Now, what you're seeing here, this is the science journal where the study was shared. It's how scientists and doctors share what they've learned, so other people can learn from it too.
So, what was the big goal here? Well, it was actually pretty simple. They just wanted to listen. They wanted to understand what it's like for people with aphasia when they try to get help with their feelings, with their mental health.
So how did they do it? They talked to people. They sat down and had real conversations with 13 people who have aphasia. They listened to their stories, their real journeys.
All right, so let's talk about what they found. What did people in the study share? Well, a really big thing was that aphasia can make dealing with feelings even harder. The challenges they talked about were very, very real.
Here's something one person in the study said. Let's read it together. I think that my aphasia, it magnifies it. Wow, that's such a powerful way to put it.
That word magnifies is just so perfect, isn't it? It's like looking at something with a magnifying glass. It just makes it look bigger. And that's what the study found. Aphasia can take tough feelings, like being sad or worried, and just make them feel huge.
This study also found another common feeling. It's captured right here in this quote. Everybody's worrying about physical. Let's explore what that really means.
You know, after a stroke, it makes sense, right? Doctors often focus on the body, on helping with walking and moving and speaking. But what the study showed is that because of that, sometimes feelings, our minds, kind of get left behind. They might not have felt like a priority.
So why was it so hard to get help? Well, the study found a few big reasons. For one, doctors didn't always ask about feelings. Also, just finding the right help was really hard. And then there were money problems, things like insurance. And a big one was that many people just did not understand aphasia.
This feeling of being on your own, it led one person to say this, I have my own back. And that sounds strong, doesn't it? But it also sounds kind of lonely.
And that's exactly how it felt. People felt like they had to fight for help all by themselves. They had to be their own biggest supporter. And as you can probably imagine, doing all of that on your own, it's just so tiring.
But, and this is a really important but, the story doesn't end with the hard stuff. Not at all. The research also found an amazing journey that people took, a journey towards strength.
This next quote, it says so much. One person shared, once you say it, it actually lessens the power of it. Think about that. Just by talking about something, it can start to feel a little bit smaller.
You know, a lot of therapists just don't get aphasia. You end up having to teach them. And starting all over with someone new? Yeah, that can feel like just too much.
But here's the thing. The research found a really important turning point.
So what does good support really look like? Let's get into it. People in the study said the best therapists had these things in common. They adapt to you.
It's true. Finding that right person, that can change everything for the better. Okay, so what's the big takeaway from all of this for you?
First, remember your mental health is a top priority, just like your physical health.
And second, you absolutely deserve to be heard. Sharing your story is part of healing. Study